Hello, everybody, and welcome to Courtside at Nashua High School North. I'm John Collins, along with Jason Roby and Tom King. It was a brutally cold day in Greater Nashua today, but we are expecting things to heat up rapidly in the North High School gym. Jason, it's a couple of teams here, North and South. They usually go out at tooth and nail. They seem to be a good matchup this year, but kind of for an unfortunate reason.
Yeah, no doubt about it, John. You've got two teams here with one win each, and I spoke with both coaches earlier. What do you have to do in order to get a win tonight? And each coach said this. For Nashua South, they said, look, we got to limit our turnovers. We got to be disruptive on defense with deflections, and we got to secure rebounds and not give Nashua North second chances to score. Meanwhile, Nashua North said in order for us to win tonight, we got to make the easy shots. We've struggled in that area. We got to win the turnover battle, and we got to look to push the pace when we have the opportunities. Something has to give here tonight.
Jason Roby will be handling the public address introductions before he rejoins us for the telecast. Tom, your take? The two teams seem to be well matched this season with only one win apiece. By the way, the one win for Nashua North came in the very first game of the season. They were at Keene and they won by 5, 47-42. South won their first game of the season just 2 games ago, 55-36 over Trinity. So they do have a one win apiece, but there's a lot of L's, a lot of red on the records of these two teams.
Now I'm here.
Welcome.
It's a tough year for Nashua girls basketball. There's no question about it. There's some of the same players we've seen, like Morgan Gillis and Liz DeRusha that we've seen. Okay.
We'll pick up on that right after the introductions with Jason.
Introductions from our own Jason Roby.
Nashua South. The NHIAA and its member schools want to thank you for coming to support your team here this evening. High school sports are an extension of the classroom learning experience. The student athletes in front of you have worked hard in the classrooms as well as at practice and in the weight room to be able to play here tonight. As we encourage them to demonstrate good sportsmanship, we would also like to ask that you, our fans, help us make this event a meaningful one for our athletes by showing respect for your team, the opposing team, the coaches, and the officials. In the unlikely event of an emergency or fire alarm, all occupants are to leave the building via the nearest exit. There are exits located in all 4 corners of the gym, but the exit doors located on the bench side will lead directly to the outside of the building. We would also like to remind everyone in attendance that masks are required while inside the school building. This also includes the players, coaches, and officials on the court. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Nashua South Purple Panthers, a junior guard, number 4, Maisie Barker. A sophomore guard, number 5, Morgan Gillis. A junior guard, number 5, Alexandria Kapopoulos. A junior forward, number 13, Ella Karavanik. And number 33, a junior guard, Elizabeth DeRusha. And now for the home team, the Nashua North Titans. Number 10, a senior, Natalie Burgess. Number 9, a freshman, number 11, a freshman, Aiden Walker. Number 12, a senior, Olivia Massaro. Number 13, a senior, Tita Rana. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 14, a junior, Grace Carden. The coach is Kurt Dutilly. The coach for Nashua South is John Bourgeois. Tonight's game is being officiated by David Kuzmic and Robert Johnson. At this time, we would like to ask you all to please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the national anthem.
The dynamic duo, Jason Roby, Dante Laurenti getting it done with the national anthem and the pregame introductions.
All I have to say is, where's Al St. Louis when you need him?
You know, I screwed up a few of the numbers and the years of the kids. I was all discombobulated. I apologize for that. But
Dante playing the national anthem off his phone. Was that planned?
He told me he was going to sing it originally. I thought for sure he'd come out and give a sparkling rendition, but
I was thinking it's a good thing he didn't get a phone call during that national anthem.
If I tried to do something off my phone, I'd probably play a tape recorder of an interview or something.
Right?
You know?
I know it's a little bit risky, you would think,
but
but
one thing, if you look out on the court tonight, guys, the one thing you see that we were used to seeing in other years that we don't see tonight is size. There's not a lot of size with these teams.
Well, Tom King goes back to when the Nashua South girls dominated the basketball landscape.
Right, and they had size. But I mean, even last year, you had Conrad against Obanello, great matchup in the middle. You don't have that this year, and I think it really shows in how things have turned out.
8-minute quarters in New Hampshire high school basketball. John Collins, Jason Roby, Tom King were underway, and South had the opening possession and didn't get a shot away. Olivia Mazerol will dribble it down court, looking for an open teammate. She's got Aiden Walker playing at the top of the key. Jason, very nice job in the pregame interviews, and North looking to hit the easy shots.
I only got like 2 or 3 numbers wrong. I only mispronounced a couple of names, so thanks. Is a little leather souffle there against Mazerol back to wake up the Panthers.
But the one thing you did was you introduced a lot of guards.
Yeah, right, Tom.
And that's
You're
what
right.
we've got, you know.
A drive to the basket. We've had our first shot. Doesn't go. Rebound North. That's Grace Carden.
That was actually Maisie Barker on the missed layup there. She's the leading scorer for South.
Right, and a transfer from Girton. She played there last year.
That's right.
If they didn't have her, they would have been in big trouble this year because of injuries and things like that.
Olivia Mazerol will go to the line. Chance to score the first point of the game here with exactly a minute gone. We're scoreless. Olivia at the line. And a hush for the free throws that Tom so loves. As it's 1-0, North takes the lead.
Hate it.
We call those acoustic shadows. I don't know if you've been like
hate it.
Acoustic shadows.
Acoustic shadows.
Nice.
That's right.
It's a golf silence, really. It's like somebody's putting. So it's 1-2. 1-0 is the score. Out of bounds off of North. Very aggressive defense. Full court press being put on by Natalie Burgess.
Natalie Burgess is, she plays at one speed. She's an outstanding athlete, great track and field athlete, actually. And
you've got a lot of track and field athletes, I think, in this game.
Yeah, you sure do.
You say she has the Teddy Bruschi full tilt, full time mentality?
She will go at it, no question about it.
That's great.
She drives to the hoop very well. She passes very well.
This could be a 3, and it is! Bringing rain, Ella Karavanik.
Yeah, and Karavanik, the knee injury, had sidelined her last year. She's back this year. Didn't come back right away, but they finally got her back and have worked her in, and she's a good weapon for them.
Olivia lost the handle, tried to play it off like maybe it was off of a South player, but excuse me.
North
did get it back.
North's problem this year has been generating offense. South's problem this year has been finishing games.
Yeah. Yeah, South has had some good offensive output in a lot of their games here this year.
They've been in a lot of games. They've lost a few of them in the last couple minutes.
Right.
Looking for penetration. Instead, it's a steal as Natalie Burgess gets in the passing lane.
Because of that, they've turned the ball over an awful lot. And here we go.
A tit-for-tat turnover there as it's down court and off the glass and no good. Great drive to the basket by Maisie Barker.
She went hard to the hole there. She got fouled going up. Tried for the end one opportunity. That's going to be freshman Aiden Walker's first personal. Barker's going to go to line for a pair.
Chance to give her team the lead early if she can hit them both, as we are now 2 minutes into the first quarter, and that's our second, only 4 points now for South.
DeBella Divierni will check in.
So the three-pointer by Karavanek, and one of two free throws for Maisie Barker, a 4-1 lead for South.
DeRusha just missed a big offensive rebound there. If she had gotten that ball, she would have had an easy putback for 2 points.
Changing direction is Motita Rana, and off the foot.
We don't see a zone here, do we, Jason?
No, sir. But he's locking up.
Yeah.
Referring to the big game that, Tom, you covered last night, and Jason, you called.
Yeah,
Bishop Girton against Pinkerton.
That was a great game and a frustrating loss for Girton.
I have a feeling they'll see each other again.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's you do the math. There's 3 teams. Maybe Portsmouth is a 4th. But there's 3 teams that you could say have a chance at it: Bedford, BG, and Pinkerton. And Bedford and Pinkerton will play each other on Monday night.
Morgan Gillis with a nice drive to the basket for 2 more for South. They're up 6-1. Olivia Masroll, the driving scoop try doesn't go. Rebound South.
It's a good look there by Masroll, just a little too hard off the back of the rim.
Maisie Barker kicks it back outside. This is Elizabeth DeRusha. Thought twice about the pass, almost lost it.
Taking care of the basketball. It's 2/3 of the game in high school girls basketball.
DeRusha swings it wide. They look for Maisie Barker cutting, but she was covered closely by...
Oh, look at that lane. It's wide open for somebody to drive down the middle.
Carden.
See if anybody takes advantage of it. Nope.
Instead, it's another long 3 attempt, and
she hits it.
Early fire from Ella Karavanek. She's got a pair of trays and a big lead for South.
And I
shows
might add,
what I know, huh?
She's the tallest player on the floor,
right.
and she's raining from
shooter,
the outside.
And she's the shooter.
Yeah,
you're not going to block those, and if Ella gets hot, that could be big problems for North.
You know, I talked to, as I said to you, John, earlier, I talked to both of these coaches. Even though the record doesn't show it, both of these coaches love their teams. They feel very strongly about the work ethic and the intensity these kids bring, and really the attitude. And that's the most important thing at high school athletics. You're going to win some games, you're going to lose some games, but sometimes things go south really quick when you're not in the win column as much as you would like to be. And both coaches singing the praises of their teams as young ladies who just keep working regardless of the outcome, and that will serve them well throughout their lives.
And you know, games are games. Sometimes you come to the gym and you can't do no wrong, and other times great players have tough games. You were talking about Bishop Girton last night, their go-to three-point shooter, an off night. Karavanek's got 2 in the first quarter here.
Right? No question about it.
Yeah.
There are things that definitely affect your season. Injuries. We have had concussions. We've had COVID situations.
Oh, yeah.
And when you don't have a lot of depth, you're forced to bring younger players up. That'll serve you well down the road.
And there's not a lot of youth in the system, is there? It doesn't seem to be, the numbers don't seem to be there, Jason, or at least, some of the talent or the experience.
Well, you have freshmen on the varsity roster that normally would be playing, on a freshman team. And I talked to one prominent coach here in the state who said that's the key. You've got to get those freshman programs back up and running.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Ella Karavanek want to put up a third 3? Instead, they'll go with a three-point attempt from Gillis, and she hits it.
Boy.
Oh, South is on fire with the shooting tonight.
Yeah, Gillis, Karavanek, 9 points between the two of them.
Two of them.
There you
and that's
go.
right. There's no freshman teams, right, Jason?
That's right. Yeah, that was eliminated a few years ago, and
that's not good.
I know over at
No.
Elm Street, Kyle Tave, I believe, has taken over that program over there,
Yep.
and a longtime assistant at Bishop Girton. So, you know, there'll be an interest, hopefully, for these kids to play. And that's the tough thing, though. Once you lose something, very, very rarely do you get it back. It's a hard thing to bring back, but that's certainly one of the keys, I think, moving forward for both high schools, is to get that strong freshman program. And I think you'll see over time that both of these schools can get back to prominence in the win column.
The deal is numbers. Need numbers at all levels in every sport.
Well, numbers not good right now for North. They're trailing 12-1. They need to go on a run here to get back in this game.
Good segue into you.
Thank you.
That was
bad,
good.
huh? Not
Well,
bad,
it is fascinating listening to you
John
guys.
and I went over this.
I did that so I could get my
John
focus
and I went
back.
over this for about a half an hour earlier today.
Oh, a drive to the basket and a tremendous look, and that doesn't go for Olivia Mazarol. A really rough start for North and a tremendous beginning for South. Here comes another long three, and that's good.
Oh, my.
Right out of the hand. You can see that was going in for Maisie
What can
Barker.
you do if you're
Exactly.
if you're Kurt? You've got to just put your hands up. You know. I
Yeah,
mean,
North has got to be like wondering what kind of three-point drink that they can take. Like South is brought into this gym tonight, 15-1.
The shooting percentage is ridiculous
North
right now
does
for
not
South.
have that type of shooter. They're not that type of team.
That's right. So trouble here early, 15-1 advantage, and we still have 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. What could be South's best first quarter of the season.
I mean,
Nice save.
This is a North team that has scored out of the 20s only 2 or 3 times this year.
Oh boy.
So it's offense is the key for them. They need to be able to do that, and they're not able to generate enough offense. As you see it, they've got 1 point in 5.5 minutes of play to start the game.
You know, I asked Coach Dutilli what has impressed him about Nashua South this year, looking at that 15 points up on the scoreboard. And he said they've been a very competent scoring team. They've been able to put up good offensive numbers against almost all of their opponents. And you're seeing that here. And these are not layups. These are shots from distance.
No.
These are, this is long distance airmail here.
But there's nights when they don't go. I did their game against Keene earlier in the year, pre-Christmas, and neither team was able to score. I mean, the score was in the 20s for a whole quarter. I mean, the quarter scores were unbelievable. Some nights you have it, some nights you don't. And I think don't discount the rivalry here.
Yeah.
This is unless something changes in the next 2 weeks, because there are only 2 weeks left in the season, these teams aren't going to get to the playoffs.
No.
So this is their season right now.
It's their Super Bowl. Yes, it is. So South has a great opportunity here to almost put the game away in the first half, as Tom mentioned, scoring at a premium for North this season, and South threatening to put up 30 points in the first half at this rate. North will walk it down after getting a defensive stop. Grace Carden, and North in a must-score situation more and more as this first quarter goes along. There's a shot from the corner, and it's no good, and rebound South. Well positioned was Morgan Gillis, and she will dish it off. Maisie Barker trying to fast break. Great hustle coming back, but it goes off the knee of number 3. You mentioned her in the opening, Jason, and we didn't have the right number in the for North.
For North, number 3 for North.
Yeah, I believe it did. Comes up top.
Is it
around the
Natalie
perimeter.
McInerney? Maybe
That might be her.
Natalie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
She's
nice try.
15 in our roster. So
McInerney. Yeah, number 3 here on this roster.
So
right?
she is 3, and she's listed as 15, or is it the other way around?
Correct. That's right. She's 3 and she's listed as 15.
Okay.
1:40 to go first quarter. South trying to add to a 14-point lead to only 1 point scored by North. Reach in foul. Timeout call by
Timeout
South.
called by John Bourgeois.
Trying to give some.
Well, you talk about freshmen. When we watch the Nashua South North boys game tonight, you will see a couple of freshmen
Right.
for South, and we've seen them. You and I have seen them before.
Yeah, I
John,
swear
mean,
we covered them in Biddy basketball.
Yeah, you remember these kids? Yeah, I know it. Yep. I covered one of their fathers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how things work out.
Yeah, Nate Mazerol mentioned there's definitely a youth movement with Elise Roy Cortez and Josh Caruso and sophomores at Castengay.
Yeah, I covered Castengay is really coming on. He's starting to do a lot of nice things for them. Mentioned more and more in all the reports that I get from the coaches.
So an inbound play for South, up 15-1. They called the timeout with a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Looking for some ideas on this offensive possession. On the perimeter, Morgan Gillis kicks it back outside. Karina O'Donnell lost the handle, gets it back to her teammate.
Well, now you see North coming out a little bit more defensively.
Karavanek found the open teammate, but the pass caused O'Donnell to reset.
This is good defense by North, forcing South back.
Sense of urgency, down by 15-1 inside and kicking it back outside. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter. South looking for a quality shot. It's a hit from outside. There's a travel. So North's defensive determination pays off.
Yeah, it is, because, look, this is high school basketball. The longer a team holds onto the ball, the more of a chance there is going to be that they're going to turn it over. You know?
That's the old Al Neville football rule. Any team that has a 15-play drive and you're on defense, chances are you're going to get a turnover.
Yeah,
that is the average. And
Is that right?
Yeah.
Nice,
no shot clock here, of course, in New Hampshire girls basketball.
Magical dribbling display by Maisie Barker, but she just can't get the lay-in over the rim.
Barker, John, plays at one speed, full.
Yes.
All the time.
Yeah.
Had a chance to watch her last year as a young player, and same thing, just flying up and down the court.
Yeah, great body control and ball control there, dribbling through traffic, but not able to finish on the lay-in. So North has a chance once again to cut into that huge deficit. 20 seconds left. Stop, pop,
good. Oh,
look good out of the hand.
Sure
Great
did.
work on the rebound by Mazerol, has it blocked, but it ends up in her teammate's hands. Burgess bodying her way underneath, has to kick it back outside for the three. It's good! A much-needed three-point shot by Grace Carden at the buzzer.
I'm going to tell you what allowed that to happen too, John, is terrific work on the offensive glass by Nashua North. Allowed that to take place. They had 3 or 4 shots on that possession off of those misses, and with Carden making them pay.
With Mazerol, there's the track athleticism right there.
Yeah, you got your high jump champion in there. You've got Natalie Burgess, imposing her will down on the low block, and good things happen.
I see Dad Mazerol is here over in the crowd over there, wearing purple.
Head coach of the boys team, of course. I always joke with Nate that his daughter got the athleticism from the mom, and
right.
she was a terrific track and field star in her own right.
The thing you have to joke with Nate about is he's the basketball coach, right? What's his daughter's favorite sport?
Track and field.
Track and field.
Sure.
Yeah, doesn't always go as planned.
Second 2 years in a row.
Mom Meredith was a track and field star in her own right, and also a track coach. A lot of people don't know that. She was an assistant coach on the back-to-back Nashua South Panthers team of 2000 and 2001.
I don't know if you knew it, Jason Roby, but Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, panned over here during that break. He got you on camera. And that was Jason to my right. I'm wearing the red shirt. Today.
I hope you didn't get me putting on my reading.
Dynamic, the public address.
I hope you didn't get me putting on my reading glasses.
Oh, he did. He got me wearing them. And
see, I don't have as many big words as you do, John. So I gotta like try to talk loud,
my
vocabulary is limited.
I got a trivia question for you.
Oh,
the greatest ever voiceover and the greatest voice in all of entertainment turned 91 in history. Entertainment history turned 91 this week. You know
Tom King.
Tom King. Yes.
Actually, they got that age wrong. In Wikipedia, it's really 101.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Beautiful.
It's James Earl Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Still going strong, I guess.
Go Darth Vader, go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Driving to the basket and no good. South coming up a little bit cold since they hit that 15-point mark.
Yes.
North has an opportunity to get back in the game. Great save there. Great catch by Aiden Walker. She drives and hits the deck. That was Aiden that you heard, like a sonic boom there in the paint. But she bounces right back to her feet.
That foul is going to go against Karina O'Donnell. That's her first personal. I'm sure you're more of a Field of Dreams guy, though, right?
Oh,
when talking
yeah,
about,
baseball, sure.
Yeah, you're a baseball guy.
So. I hated that movie.
Did you?
Yeah,
Was it too sappy for you?
Yeah, you don't buy if you don't buy in from the. We've talked about this before, John.
Yeah.
If you don't buy in right away, it's you lose it, and I didn't buy in.
You don't believe about guys coming out of a cornfield to play some baseball?
Tom deals in realism.
Yeah,
Sure.
Especially didn't believe it last year when the White Sox hit that home run in the bottom of the ninth inning to win the game.
I tell you, that was a terrific game for that cornfield game. They couldn't have scripted it any better.
Yeah, fabulous.
Although the Yankees lost, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I told
see,
you.
that's-
The White Sox
The
hit
game
the home
wasn't so
run.
bad.
Yeah. Judge hit, what, 2 homers in that? That
Yep.
was amazing.
Good quick hands there, defensively back the other way.
North doing what they need to do defensively to get back in this game, but
look at that
then
steal.
on offense they struggle. Maisie Barker fakes the shot, and then right behind her was Natalie Burgess.
Why
said,
fake
"Give me
it?
that."
Why fake it? Go right up.
Yes.
Clear path. Go right up.
Underestimating
Don't
the
try. I've
back-checking
seen
hustle.
players do this over and over again. Don't try to do too much. Just
And
make
don't
it
also
simple.
put it on the floor too much underneath, right, Tom?
Keep it simple.
Go to the hoop.
Use my Tom King flyby on that. Put the brakes on, she'll fly right by.
Oh, good Lord. That's the one thing I don't need is somebody crashing into this table.
Oh, boy. Outside, open shot, and it is no good, but good body position by Darusha. Getting in there. Darusha got the ball back somehow. Up top, shot from Karavanik doesn't go. She had a couple threes already. That would have been a dagger against North. North with just 4 points. They need another big shot like Grace Carden got. There's another three-point attempt. That's long. No good.
Rebound to Russia.
Here we
Aiden
go.
Walker.
Barker again. This time
Barker.
she's going to try it.
And,
no.
Want to talk a little bit about the Russia here. Just Coach mentioned that she's not going to fill up the stat sheet, but she does everything for this Nashua South Purple Panther team. She always finds a way to get the tough rebounds, get on the floor for steals. She's the voice and the leader of the team.
Three-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Field hockey.
Which team did Ms.
field hockey,
Obanello play for,
softball,
Tom? That she graduated, right?
Who was that? Obanello?
Obanello. Which team?
South.
South, right?
Yeah, and that was it. She's not. She just.
She was a Darusha type.
No, she had more. Darusha's an athlete. Obanello became more of a basketball player.
Yeah, you're right about that. She did develop into quite a basketball
developed.
player.
They did a good job. Bourgeois got her for 2 years and did a great job with her.
Yeah.
Alexis Vachon, senior, checking in here for Coach Dutilli's squad.
So second quarter action. North trying to get on some sort of a roll offensively, struggling.
The open shot.
There's a good-looking shot, and that doesn't go. High bounce and over the top. North's going to get charged with an offensive foul.
That's going to be Natalie Burgess. She'll pick up the personal.
So inbound play for South in front of their own bench.
Boy, now all of a sudden, points are at a premium. We're talking about South's ability to score. They haven't scored in a long time. It's almost 3 minutes into the quarter.
Yeah, somebody hit the scoreboard with a freeze gun about 5 to 10 minutes ago, and we're looking for somebody to heat up. There's a shot from Darusha. Look good, no good.
Hey guys, what haven't we seen in much of in these first 13 minutes of this game?
There's always a quiz somewhere, Jason. There's always a quiz.
I didn't study. Of course, I don't know what Tom's looking at, so hard to know.
And Maisie Barker lay-in, and suddenly both teams trade baskets. We've got the same result.
How many free throws have we seen?
No,
not so much.
A couple.
And team fouls, I can't see it from here, but it looks like North has 3 and South 4. So
I think each team shot 2 each. Two.
Yeah, correct.
One player's gone to the line for each team.
That's correct.
That's it.
1 for 2, both
Why
teams.
is that, Tom?
That's it. I think because you don't have somebody in the middle posting up.
Yeah, they're not really driving. There's not a lot of action underneath.
No.
And it's a lot of one-on-one from range, from distance.
Right. I mean, the shots that South took for three-pointers, they were uncontested. They were wide-open shots. There's a foul right there. Somebody will go to the line soon, but I mean,
That'll be the
right
14th
now,
foul, I
not happening.
believe.
Not there because that was
South.
a non-shooting foul. So
It's on
Elizabeth
DeRusha.
DeRusha,
Yep.
17-6, South in the lead by 11. 4.5 minutes.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, North cannot afford turnovers. They're trying to claw their way back in, and they hand the ball back to South. Dribbling it up, head up, looking for an open teammate. Morgan Gillis kicks it out, and Marin Lowell.
Wow.
South getting three-point contributions from just about everybody.
Lowell joins the three-party.
4 threes, at least.
She shot that from just about Lowell,
There
right?
you go.
I mean, this is just incredible display by South.
So not the Boston Tea Party, but the Lowell Three Party. How's
There we
that?
go.
All right, that's my John Collins for the evening.
Oh,
that's a mic
my.
drop right there.
Lowell three-party. Oh, I love it.
That's a tough foul. That's a ticky-tack foul right there.
Yeah, they might. The officials might sense that they need to call more fouls.
Oh,
Tom,
you should have seen the whistles last night in the first
really?
half. Oh, my God.
Oh, you were telling me Pinkerton got in almost foul trouble
7
as a team
fouls
right
in the
away.
first 2:03.
That's a
I've
lot
never
of
seen that.
fouls.
I've never
Very
seen
aggressive fouls.
that. Yeah, very aggressive whistles too. I mean,
Yeah.
the refs weren't going to let anything. They weren't, and then they started to let stuff happen. It was strange.
You see that happen so often. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's fatigue or what.
See in hockey, how many hockey games have we done, John, where there's not a penalty in the first period, all of a sudden the second period is 8,
Yes.
combined. That's what happens. Oh, we better start blowing the whistle.
Pretty good ball movement there by North.
nice
Produces
crossover there.
a lane drive, doesn't go for Aiden Walker.
Yeah, she's just a freshman and just a pretty move. Couldn't get it to go.
DeRusha up top, around the perimeter it goes. Morgan Gillis, nice pass inside to DeRusha. Immediately double team though, dribbles it off the foot of a North player, off Natalie Burgess. So
Burgess came over to help DeVerney, and South will keep possession, but a good double team down low.
See if they'll go all the way back out on top for an open 3. Nope.
inside, double team quickly. 3 minutes and change left to go first half. South trying to add to their 20-6 lead, and a travel's called against Elizabeth DeRusha.
Yeah, that's good defense along the baseline by North, and DeRusha basically dribbled into a trap.
Tita Rana with it. Goes to her left.
Good to see Tita back. She missed a couple of games.
Yeah, that's what Kurt Bentley was saying. That he was hoping to get some players back for this game that he'd been missing, and she was one of them.
The turnaround shot by Rana doesn't go, and South.
So just to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, Tom, 4 players missed all of the preseason with COVID for North.
Yep.
They lost a 5th starter for the season with a knee injury, and they had 2 out with concussions for nearly a month.
Ooh.
They've played a lot of games with a very short bench, a very small roster.
Natalie Burgess with the rebound of the Maisie Barker 3-point miss, and North on possession. They get fouled in the corner. South may be nearing the penalty, but they're not in it yet. That foul against number 13, Ella Karavanik. Oh,
I believe
maybe
that's the
stand corrected.
7th. That's the 7th foul right there, John.
Yep,
So
I think that we all figured that out.
Yep.
And to the line.
Well, it's not a bad time for it to
Alexis
happen.
Vachon.
I mean, you get 2.5 minutes. It's better than having it happen, 2 minutes into the quarter.
Right.
If you're South, and for North, you got to take advantage of this. And they do.
First half of the 1-1 is good. Alexis Vachon earns another. And that is good. So she hits them both, and it's a 20-8 game
When
now.
you're an offensively challenged team, you've got to hit your free throws.
Absolutely. Maisie Barker backs it out. 2.5 minutes left to go first half. Battle of the Bridge, girls and boys basketball on tap tonight on Nashua TV. Boys are next. Karavanik collides shoulders.
That was a
with
great
Aiden
entry
Walker.
pass there, John, by DeRusha.
DeRusha.
She anticipated the streaking Karavanik and found her on the low post.
Inbound play. Spinning, and that's a travel. A little bit too steppy there for Vanessa Reeder. Steppy, Jason.
Steppy. Is
She
that
got
something?
steppy.
I'm going to write that one down. I'm not
I
sure.
didn't
That
know-
sounds like a word I would
I
use.
just was reaching.
John,
like,
let me assure you.
Pulling out the
John,
thesaurus.
let me assure you, at my age, I am far from steppy.
you're
Steepy?
You're folly.
More sleepy than steppy.
Sleepy. There it is.
And do we have non-shooting foul, or how do we not go to the line? Oh, it's not in the penalty?
Only looks like 3. I think it's 4 now. Kapopoulos will check in for the Purple Panthers as they employ their zone, and both teams have gone to a zone here.
Oh,
Try to penetrate that zone. Burgess gets fouled.
good idea. Attack the basket, go right up, see if you can get the foul.
And that's Burgess's game. She will play aggressive, fast, down low there. And a nice move.
Maybe a second on Ella Karavanik underneath. And Natalie goes to the line. Let's see if they can get North to 10 points. If she hits them both, she'll get them there. It's 20-9. So North was down 15-1. They're down 20-9 now. They're
Big rebound.
Oh yes, they get it back. Another
Alexis
chance.
Vachon kept that one alive.
Driving and putting it up, and unkind bounce. Burgess gets it out of 3 purple jerseys.
A lot of second chance opportunities here for North. Let's see if they can make it pay. They can't.
2 strong baseline. Natalie Burgess, Maisie Barker with a head up, looking to the wing. Darusha does a good job getting a hand on it, but she can't continue the drive. She does it.
Why? How did she
The
make
Charles
her way along the
Barkley way.
baseline? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She willed her way inside, just
But-
didn't have the finish.
A minute and 5 seconds left to go in the half. North with an opportunity to go double digits here and cut the lead of South to less than 10. The shot, no good. The rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds off North.
That was good effort there, just couldn't keep it alive. Look, North has had some pretty good looks here in the second quarter. They just
Really have.
haven't been able to put them through the dish, just one of those things.
North getting behind in a big way early thanks to, I have 5 3-pointers made by South in this half. Is that what you guys have?
I got 4. I may have missed one. I got 1 by
Maisie
North.
Barker.
North has 1,
Yeah, South's
4.
got 4.
and South has 4.
4, okay.
Yep.
2 by Karavanik, 1 by Barker, and 1 by Lowell.
A nice
Okay.
make there on the baseline by Vachon. She has her 6th point.
And look at this,
off the
down,
bench, senior.
down 14 points. They've cut the deficit to 9 with 17 seconds left. This should be the final possession.
South with a chance, and around the rim and in.
Yeah,
Gently done. Marin Lowell
yeah,
has
with
5
Lowell,
points.
you have that wide open lane. You got to take advantage of it, and she had it. There was no one there.
1 second off
Nope.
to the left, and that'll do it. First half in the books. It's a 22-11 lead for South. They have doubled up on North, but the Titans with a glimmer of hope entering the second half, gentlemen.
Well, it was 15 very early in
Yes,
the game, right?
15-1.
15-1. So the Titans have played relatively even there.
What North's going to need, they're going to need their defense to turn into offense. They played some pretty good defense after it was 15-1. They held this team to 7 points after that, okay? 7 points in the quarter. But the problem is they haven't been able to turn that defense into transition offense.
Let's see if
And
they
that's
can do
what
it
they need to do.
in the second half. That's Jason Roby and Tom King. I'm John Collins with cameraman Tim O'Neill. We are at halftime here at Nashua High North in the Battle of the Bridge. Girls and boys doubleheader. Stay with us on Nashua ETV.
As New Hampshire continues to combat COVID-19 and its variants, you can help do your part to prevent the spread of the virus.
Wear a mask in public and obey any city, state, or federal ordinances. Keep socially distant where possible.
Wash your hands often, and please get vaccinated along with your booster shot when recommended.
We can stop this pandemic if we work together, so we can all have a safe and healthy 2022.
Welcome back, everybody, to halftime here at the Battle of the Bridge, girls and boys basketball. It is a 22-11 lead for the visitors from South over North girls basketball. Battle of the two teams that have only one win apiece, but the rivalry, it's a good game. And so Jason did some homework before the game with the coaches. Jason, you learned some things.
Yeah, you know, I figured I never did any homework in high school or any other level of schooling, so I should do some now. But I talked to all 4 coaches that are going to be here tonight, and I asked them the simple question, do you like the condensed season with so many weekly games? And
I already know the answers.
But I asked, and at the end of that, I put, tell me why or why not, And they had some interesting answers. I think for Nashua North, obviously they don't like it. They're not sure anybody likes it. The loss of development time is significantly impacted. Younger and more inexperienced teams don't have the chance to gel. It's bewildering that so many states across the country can play 10 to 12 more games, start earlier, and end at the same time. So that was one look at it. And then Nashua South, they said, I don't think they've talked to anybody that likes a condensed season. They're dealing with quarantines while trying to build a program, which is hard without enough practice to build fundamentals and a foundation, never mind preparing for the next game.
It's a tough year to do it, but no one could have predicted that at the time when they made it. But here's the thing. Let me give you an example of why it's not good, okay? Take us back to like around December 17th, 18th, week before Christmas. That Saturday, there was a storm forecasted. Girton and Exeter had to cancel a game during the week or postpone a game during the week because of exams that Girton was having.
Correct.
So they said, let's play it on a Saturday.
Saturday at 10. I did that game, Tom.
Right. Okay, but here's the thing. The game was supposed to be later in the afternoon. They moved it to 10 o'clock because of the storm.
Right.
But you've got teams that are playing Friday night, and then all of a sudden they're up at 10 in the morning. One of them having to travel. 2 of them having to travel. Girton girls go to Exeter. Exeter boys go to Girton.
That's
because they felt they had to get the game in.
Burgess gets fouled, she'll go to the line. So North got a stop on the first offensive possession of the second half. A missed shot by Alexandria Kapopoulos. North with a chance to cut into the 11-point deficit here to begin things in the second half.
They felt with the lack of scheduling time, the condensed season, they had to get the game in ASAP.
Right. Burgess will hit the first. She'll get a second here as Reeder will check in. The other thing, too, is a lot of these coaches are saying, look, kids love to play games, right? So let's wait for the later in the season to have those 3-game weeks. Let us use the beginning of the season for development and practice.
Yeah.
So I think depending on who you talk to, I know some coaches love it. But the majority of the coaches I've talked to have not been in favor of it.
Well, the way it was working was they were trying to avoid these February vacation week. Now, they had their options were leave everything as is, do everything really early, or do everything and maybe end the end of February. And they chose the more drastic option, which basically takes us to the Super Bowl where the high school tournament's going to be going on.
Right. Burgess was able to get that. Barker missed 3-pointer, and back the other way come the Titans.
This is a big possession. They can cut the lead to 7.
I would love to see her take it up and in, but she worked it around the perimeter instead.
North extending their possession here, which I've learned from Jason and Tom tonight. Ups their chances of a turnover, but they draw a foul. Olivia Mazarol.
There's the athleticism from Mazarol. The reverse shot, almost in. Should go to the line, and again, you get the chances at the line if you're Nashua North. You need to take advantage of them.
It's Vanessa Reeder's first foul, and to the line for 2 is Mazarol.
North trailing by only 8 now. They are only down by 8. That doesn't sound like a lot in general basketball terms, but North's a team that struggled to score. So 8 points may be a little bit more than
for them. It's better than 14, John.
It certainly is. They were down 15-1 in the first quarter. And making their free throws, Olivia Mazarol, Natalie Burgess, the leaders of this North team, trying to lead them back into a close contest.
Titans are 7 out of 10 so far here this evening.
South has really slowed down the scoring until there.
A nice drive to the basket, up and in for Morgan Gillis.
So 2 points, much needed, the first 2 points of the half.
And you know what? You'd like to see Gillis do more of that. She did a lot of that last year, even as a freshman. You'd like to see her do more of that this year.
24-15, North trying to get back that basket, and they do. Natalie Burgess in the paint.
Nice assist by Mazerol in traffic to get Burgess the ball.
Good ball movement by North.
Back to a 7-point game. South trying to trade baskets.
Notice North defensively now coming out on the shooters. They weren't doing that early in the game.
South with 4 3-points made in the 3-point shots made in the first half.
You know what? If I'm Barker, I just keep doing those shots because you're going to hit the majority of them. Don't be worried about a miss.
Chance to make it a 5-point game or better here for North. Burgess kicks it outside. Motita Rana doesn't get the bounce. South rebound. Maisie Barker scoops up the loose ball, picks up the pace. DeRusha takes it outside. In rhythm, Barker, no good. Rebound, Motita Rana.
Still, wide open shot, take it. Don't have a problem with those shots.
Right. It's a pretty good look. In rhythm from the corner, no good. Over everything there for Grace Carden, who did have a 3 in the first half.
It's a good look, but North has shown that a little bit of patience has yielded some points for them. I'd like to see them try to get a better shot.
Elizabeth DeRusha denied the baseline, flips it inside, stolen away, and here comes Olivia Mazerol pushing that right-handed dribble, gets fouled and gets pushed but doesn't get the shot. She'll go to the line.
I believe that one's going to be against Kapopoulos. Mazerol go line. We got a timeout here on the floor.
I see people breathing heavy. Guys, I was breathing heavy at St. Joseph Hospital this morning, did a stress test.
How'd you do?
I want to say this. They told me I had good numbers. You know, it was like 10 minutes of uphill. And
did you have to wear your mask?
I did.
Yeah, me too. I did one last year. Me too.
I did wear it the whole time.
Yeah, I did a stress test too. I rolled over in bed from one side this morning to the other, and that was. And then they made me roll back the other way. And
Tom,
I did that okay.
The guy that really needs it is the one that doesn't take it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Tom. So, Tom, you'll appreciate this. I told the nurses, I said, that's a good thing. I am 16 hours removed from the basket of the year last night because my heart rate has just come down.
I saw that shot.
Zachary Ostrowski. Did you see
Outstanding
it?
shot from
something else?
It was right here.
And the
right
here on this spot on the court.
He ran over and jumped into his teammates' arms. That was outstanding. That's what high school sports is all about, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. And I don't know if they have the ESPYs of high school sports in New Hampshire, but that's big basket nominee from me.
There you go. Your media, you get a vote, right?
He got me out of my seat. Fist pump.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, guys. Look at this. It's 24-18. This is not a rout anymore. North is back in the game.
It's a tight game, and it's a tight South team suddenly. They're not able to score.
And they'll get the ball back here. They get a jump ball, and they get possession.
So momentum has swung in the Titans' favor. Can they take advantage? Can they actually come back and tie this up or better?
Well, you had to know that South was going to come back to earth from a shooting perspective, almost in there, but a miss.
Yeah.
And they did, but more importantly was the defense that North is employing. They're pressuring these shots, and there's one there.
Yep.
A block, Burgess on DeRusha. DeRusha gets mauled underneath. No.
They'll call travel. They'll call travel. They said she dragged her feet before the foul.
It was a good call. She rotated around 3 different ways. That was a good call.
Aggressive defense.
She got steppy? Is that what you're saying?
She got steppy.
Yep.
Oh, swing it outside the open 3. High.
Good
bounce.
Position underneath.
How did she save it? They say she went out of bounds. I want to see that again. Where's the red challenge flag? Apparently, she did.
The Titans playing a step faster here in the second half, no question about that.
Exciting Friday night basketball, Battle of the Bridge doubleheader here at North. Another NFL football playoff weekend, just so much excitement going on. There's a steal. North got in the passing lane. Down court with pace. Burgess got offensive foul.
I don't know how that good sportsmanship shown there by Barker, but both of those Panthers were moving their feet and jumping up to challenge the shot. And they're going to call Burgess for the offensive foul. So interesting one there.
It didn't feel like there was enough contact for the offensive foul, did it?
Don't
you have to nail somebody?
Well,
they're calling that a lot this year.
But if you're moving and you don't get in the forearm, that should be a
there were
defense.
three defenders around here that were
run
waiting.
somebody over, and the official sensed it. Off the rim, no good. In the corner. Working it.
Nice move in there by Reeder.
Yeah, you got to be quite careful though. If Reeder had taken one more step, she would have gotten the whistle. She's got to go up with it right away.
Runs it to the side of the backboard.
Yep.
Another good defensive effort by the Titans.
Certainly, Tom. They're trying to execute your game plan. Good defense leading to offense. Step forward. That's a contested shot that goes over everything. And Natalie Burgess gets the rebound and puts it in. Big basket for Natalie Burgess.
Burgess came out of nowhere to get that offensive rebound, and great positioning by her.
South desperately trying to answer back. Instead, North has a chance to cut it to a one-possession game after being down 15-1 early.
South is ice cold right now.
Yes,
ice cold.
It's almost like somebody opened the doors.
But I'll tell you one of the reasons why the ball's not in the hands of the people that should have it. Got to get the ball in Barker's hands more. Barker and Gillis
haven't called her name much this half, Tom.
No, and that's
just
why.
as you say that, Tom, look who checks in. You've got Gillis
comes in
and Karavanek, who's
yeah.
shown some ability inside and outside.
Maybe Ella had 3 fouls on her. I'm not sure why she sat out for as long as she did. But she's out there now, and the foul is called, and who's this on?
On Karavanek, it's got to be.
It's going to be 5 of 13. It's Gillis.
It's 5.
Yep.
Luckily, I think for Ella, I think she's in a bit of foul trouble. But
was it on Gillis?
No,
it was Gillis.
It was on Gillis.
Really?
It was like you said, Jason. It could have went either way.
Yeah.
They called it on Gillis.
Yeah, I've got a photo of it right here.
Oh.
Yep.
Burgess has her sixth. Burgess has her sixth point of the quarter.
Good for the official.
They don't have the benefit of replay.
I know. I saw a question is out of bounds.
And now it could be a 2-point game right here.
They've just missed that second attempt.
But it's still a one-possession game.
Right.
Maisie Barker, she has it. She shoots it, and no good.
Oh, look at Gillis with the rebound.
Wrestling it away from people. Karavanek in rhythm.
There it is.
They had 3 Titans around that rebound. Karavanek standing wide open behind the 3-point stripe.
So South calling upon some of that first quarter mojo when they hit all those 3-pointers. Ella had 2 of them. She's now got 3 in the game. For the tallest player on the court, she's a basketball player, inside, outside. And the difference in this game right now, she's made 9 points in threes, and South leads by 6, 27-21. North looking for some penetration. They get it to Olivia Mazerol, the scoop shot. She went Magic Johnson playing center there.
Yeah, but that's a great battle. I'd love to see Mazerol and Gillis play one-on-one, wouldn't you?
Sure.
That is, I mean, those are the 2, in my mind, those are the 2 of the best athletes on the floor.
Inside baseline it goes to Karina O'Donnell to the other side now. That's Gillis, Morgan.
Double teamed.
By Mazerol.
Somebody's open. If you're double teamed, somebody's got to be open.
Karavanek,
not
that's
that time.
a 2, no good. North has a chance to.
And guys, you see what the knee injury that she's got. She wears the brace. She could have taken that ball all the way in for a layup. Instead, chose to take the shot.
Yeah,
she's not conditioned to drive the baseline, which is probably something she was before that injury.
Right, restricted movement.
That just so you're talking about that, Tom. That's her. She's back from her second ACL.
God.
Tear.
Wow.
She got healthy at the beginning of the season.
Oh, beautiful shot there by Maisie Barker. Was that 3 or 2? That was
2.
a 3.
I think it was a 3 because they had
27-21. That's a 3. Wow.
Nice
Heating
shot
up
there
here
by
in the North
Vachon.
Gym all of a sudden.
It's a big answer.
Alexis Vachon from
Look
the
at
corner. No good. Vachon rebound. Good pass outlet up the side. Aiden Walker with her head up. Has to look out for Marin Lowell coming up from behind. Back to the scoop shot, hook shot by Mazerol, draws the foul. Who's this against?
It's going to be 5 of 13. Any guesses?
I'd say Gillis.
13.
Ooh.
You're 0 for 2, Tom.
I am, aren't I? And I didn't take a photo of that one.
So North with a promising start here to the second half.
DeRusha looking to check back in with 34.8 seconds left in the period.
So hits the free throw. All right, what's the point total here in the third quarter? South, North was trailing 22-11.
South's
right?
got 8 and
13
14,
for
14
I believe
to
it's
8.
13 for North.
Yep. No, it's 14.
So they have won.
It was 22. It was 22 to 11 at the end of the period. It's 14 to 8.
Yep, they're ahead here in the third quarter.
And I'm surprised they're not putting on a full court press late in this quarter.
Agree. Driving through traffic, drawing the foul, nearly got it to go.
Player
No, it's a
control,
turnover.
John. Offensive foul.
No, I think she called. No, I
Foul.
think no foul.
Oh, no foul?
Traveling.
Travel.
Oh, okay.
Wow, so many options for the officials. They went to travel and didn't see it.
Wide open.
Baseline, catch and shoot doesn't go for Alexis Vachon.
Good box out by
That
DeRusha.
was a great defense by North, though, to pressure her.
5 seconds.
Barker outside.
Step back.
The shot. No
Ooh,
good.
looked good, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
We have got a game, everybody. We have played 3 here at Titans Gym. It is Nashua South 30, Nashua North 25, and it was 15-1 at the start of the game. So this has turned out to be quite a competitive basketball game.
Not out of the question that North could come back and basically steal this game with 8 minutes to go.
Well, they've played a very intense third quarter. I think they had the more pep in their step, so to speak, and outscoring the Purple Panthers. And Nashua South quickly got the ball into the players' hands that they needed to get it to, and it sets us up for a great fourth quarter here.
Sure does.
Jason, Tom mentioned to us that North's point totals haven't been the highest throughout the season.
Right.
And of course, he's right. 32 is the highest they have scored. That was their most recent game, a loss to Memorial. They put up 32 points. So.
And I might add, I watched that game, John, and they were in that game into the third quarter. They played really good basketball.
I mean, they
and
lost 55-32.
Memorial pulled away. It was one of those things where they went on a run, and I don't know if it was a matter of North running out of gas or just, but if you look here, what you have is a North team that's playing very well defensively up to this point, and they're being helped by maybe a shooting percentage that's a little bit lower than what South is used to.
Well, I'm going to take the DraftKings over 32 for North in this third, the total here at the end of the
Well, how
fourth
many
quarter.
points wins this one?
Boy, that's a good question, too. That's a question for Tom. How many points will North or South need to score to win this one? Losing it underneath, and it's off of a North defender.
40.
40, okay.
40 will win it. I believe that was
So
off
that'd
of
have to
Walker,
be a
the
huge
freshman.
quarter for North. That's calling on them to
Well,
score
it could happen. They
15,
basically did that in the third quarter, so we'll see.
Right. Somebody's got to catch fire offensively. The catch and shoot for South, and they make it! Three-pointer, Karina O'Donnell joins the three-party.
The three-party, yeah, for O'Donnell. Nice look and a good finish.
So that is a big step toward the Magic 40. The steal, Marin Lowell goes to the floor. She pushes it ahead and a body check on the other end.
That was a hard foul, wasn't it?
Karina O'Donnell will go to the line.
That's going to be on Carden.
No, she won't go to the line. It's just a non-shooting foul. Yeah.
They have Burgess bringing the ball up. I think I'd, maybe get her down on the box and feed her in there. Let your guards, your point guards, your two guards bring the ball up. They have Burgess doing that now, and she is one of their better dribblers, but she had the ball stolen from her there.
Maisie Barker and her South team trying to add to an 8-point lead. There's a stumble. They're going to call it a travel.
Yeah, Reeder took steps.
Yep.
It was a good call.
Inbound play for North now. They need.
You see, though, the foul trouble that Karavanek is in has hurt South's offense.
So North, who outscored South in the third quarter, needs to continue that momentum here. They will have any chance to come back and win this. Burgess driving, off the glass and in.
Great move coast to coast there for Burgess.
Ball traveled around the cylinders 2 or 3 times before it fell in, but it counts. And it's a 6-point game. Faking left, going right, fouled as she goes through the lane was Morgan Gillis.
I think that foul going to go against Burgess. They're going to say it was on the floor.
Yes. Inbound play for Morgan Gillis and South. 6:45 left in this one. North looking for stops and baskets. They have not been close since trailing 15-1 at the start of this.
Oh,
and they
nice
do
steal.
steal it. And here comes Mazarol trying to beat the field down, trying to pass it, and good job trailing the play by Aiden Walker. Great hustle coming back by South to take away the pass. It was not a 2-on-1, turned into a 2-on-2. Walker driving, puts it up and in.
Oh, pretty shot by Walker.
Aiden Walker, terrific.
4-point game again.
Walker, of course, just a freshman, boys.
Yep.
3-point game.
But she's been their leading. She's been their leading scorer the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, no, she's a good player.
We haven't heard a lot from her tonight, so maybe we'll hear more here in the fourth.
Yeah, not in the score column, but she's played pretty good defense. She's moved her feet really well defensively, had some nice passes, and actually gotten on the glass. So,
well, turnover here. North with a promising run in the making.
Pressure been extended here the last couple of possessions. She went over the line.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She stepped into the court while she was looking for an open teammate.
And that was Walker. And obviously the pressure is what caused that. So South the last couple times defensively have put the full court pressure on.
Cross it goes. The catch and shoot in rhythm. And a nice job from the corner. Karina O'Donnell's got 2 of those in this half. And they've been killers for North.
They are. Because all the work that North does to come back in the game, and then all of a sudden a 3 just creates more distance.
North gets fouled, a reach in there by Maisie Barker. 5.5 minutes to go. Yeah, the difference right now in the score is Karina O'Donnell. 36-29. The visitors from South remain on top by 7. Thanks largely to the 2 threes by KO, Karina O'Donnell. At the line now, North to shoot more free throws. A 1-and-1, that was perfect.
And that's important. And that's important that you said 1-and-1 because we have 5.5 minutes to play in this game. So that means that North can chip away at the line if they get those opportunities.
And according to the scoreboard, only 3 team fouls against North.
Yeah.
And in and out.
Karavanek back in the game, gets that rebound.
6-point game, 36-30. North does have a great chance to surpass their all season long total of 32 for the high.
Ooh.
That goes out of bounds off of.
How did that happen?
Well, it looked like it was DeVerney that knocked it out. Yeah, they just changed the call. They conversed, and it's a good call there.
South with the inbound.
Oh, they have position underneath, but
it
was defended.
Ahead of the field, Aiden Walker backs it out. Goes baseline, behind the back. Nice dribbling display by Aiden Walker. Bounces it to Natalie McInerney. This is Grace Carden with the shot, and she makes it.
I'll tell you.
Good. Amazing Grace makes it a 36-32.
They just are hanging in.
Good unselfish play, good ball movement.
And the shot from distance. Mazarol trying to get it. Karavanek had position but knocked it out of bounds. And what a tremendous opportunity here for North.
Anybody's game was 45 to go. And South putting on a little bit of a press now.
North with 32 points. What do we got, a jump ball? Possession arrow?
Or a timeout.
Timeout.
No.
No, they're going to say.
A warning, a box violation.
Well, the call goes against North.
Yeah, Kurt Dutilli was like, what did I do?
I think he was over the box line maybe there. Yeah, interesting
Wow,
call.
that's a strange time to call that.
Really?
Really doesn't fit into the flow of the game, does it?
No.
That kind of hurts the players unfairly, I think. Well,
he wasn't standing on the floor, I don't think, but
30, maybe
who knows?
half of a foot. Double team on the baseline. Morgan Gillis, jump ball.
Oh.
Wow.
Think these teams don't want to win?
Badly.
Oh, and let's hope everybody is okay down
Yeah.
there. We have a player getting up
Gillis,
slow
well,
off the
Gillis
floor.
went down hard. She went down hard, you know,
I
and
think
now a
Coach Patilli
timeout is
called
called. So a timeout on the floor, 36-32, Nashua South clinging to a lead. And Jason Roby, we've seen this story before, haven't we?
The rivalry game?
Last night we saw this story.
Yeah, we did. You know,
But not
it's-
to this extreme. It was
No,
by this
but,
time. By
you
this time, Pinkerton had pretty much had. They were making their move. So North's got a chance to make their move now.
Well, and you know, it was a game last night that I think if you're Brad Craik and Bishop Girton, you'll watch that film and then you'll put it away. You'll learn from it, and there are correctable things that they'll see on that film. And even though they lost, and I'll be honest with you, it's a game they could have won by 20 points too. Just, you know, Pinkerton was a game of momentum, right? And you felt like there was a big moment there late in the game, and it was Pinkerton's game for the taking, and BG was just trying to not let it happen rather than playing through it.
Yes, exactly.
And you know, that's high school sports, right?
Yeah.
And so I think both teams, and I said this last night, I think both teams have an opportunity to see each other again.
The door was left ajar, and Pinkerton just pushed their way right through it.
And that, you know, and the shooting night for the Cardinals, I mean, I tell
Story
those
of the
girls,
game?
keep shooting, because those shots are open. And you know what? On most nights, they go in. They weren't falling
I
last
tell
night.
them not to keep shooting. I tell
No.
them go at the basket. Go at
Well,
it.
right, go at the basket, but
Go
I
at
mean,
the
when you
basket.
have an open look, you know, don't be afraid to take it, because then you play hesitantly, and if that's what the offense is designed to do, then you do it.
Natalie Burgess with a big steal there, and North gets back on offense, down by 4.
Wow.
Could have cut it to a one-score game. Grace Carden to the side. Aiden Walker's going to shoot it. Aiden Walker for 3. Timeout.
Make sure.
North. Timeout. Naden, what a shot from distance, and that makes it a 35-point total. For North, it's a 1-point game. They have surpassed their season-high total.
How about that with that shot?
With an exclamation point.
Yep,
That was coming right at you, Tom. It looked great out of her hand.
sure did.
Swish. No matter
So-
how many times I do these rivalry games and it's really lopsided at the beginning, you think, oh no,
You think,
this one's not going to be tight.
going to be tight. All
And
of a
then
sudden,
it is
yeah.
again and
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. High school
I love
games.
it.
I think you're going to see a similar thing in the boys' game, you know, and you've got
Right.
a North team that's, you know, 9-2 and a South team that's 6-7. I don't think the records matter. I think you look at matchups, you look at, you know, strength versus strength of both teams, and that's kind of what this is too. You know, you look at the matchups that are on the floor, and the rivalry piece brings it up another notch, brings it
Yes.
up another level, and that's why, you know, that's why these games are so fun.
It's adrenaline.
Yeah.
And the boys are here. They shot around at halftime for both teams. They're watching this, getting ready for their game.
Yeah, they're all watching. They don't have
Yeah.
to go in because they are going to clear the gym after this game.
Oh, that's right.
So they have some
New
time
rules.
to see this game.
36-35. South is only up by 1. Shot from the corner.
Oh,
Good!
jeez.
Number 11. That's Karina
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. She's got 3 of them.
Her
in
third
this half.
triple in the half.
Huge. 9 points. And that's a travel. Olivia Mazerol just had a bobble there at the wrong time, but Karina O'Donnell, immense from the right and from the left.
And that's 3 threes in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Not just the second half. I think it's the fourth
Exactly.
quarter.
How about that? So 39-35, thanks to Karina. Darusha in the corner, being bothered by Olivia Mazerol. Driving baseline. The floater, no good. Natalie Burgess trying to dribble down court, gets fouled by Maisie Barker on the reach.
Yeah, Barker tried to slow down Burgess and had to reach in to do it. And I don't know if that's a good foul or not, as Burgess will go to the line.
We'll tell you after this free
Yeah,
throw.
right.
It might be a 1-and-1, I think. It looks like it'll be a live ball here. And the shot, no
Short.
good. Rebound, offensive rebound. Mazerol goes up and gets fouled.
Good work on the
Yep.
glass there by Mazerol. She didn't have position initially, took the right bounce for her off the rim, and she went up hard and strong.
But she didn't use the square like Tom always
But
teaches.
she doesn't have to. She's a track athlete. She can jump from anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Karavanik, and I don't know if you have 4 or 5 on Karavanik, but she's checking out right now as Reeder checks back in, and Gillis will head to the bench as well.
If it was 5, they would be able to go over.
They could go over,
and talk. So it's probably 4.
So you got Karavanik and Gillis, Tom, out right now. A pivotal time.
This is
pivotal
tough.
time for both of these teams.
Yeah.
Ooh, big tough miss there.
Yeah, because
it's a
that could have made it a one possession.
4-point game with 3:05 left to play. I bet she'll hit this one though.
Yes,
call, Tom.
Sir, and it is a 3-point game. South with it. Maisie Barker with her head up looking for an open teammate or a lane. Has it poked away by Olivia Mazarol.
This is what John Bourgeois was talking about. Late in the games, his team's not able to put other teams away, turning the ball over and putting themselves in a tough hole.
Aiden Walker driving baseline. Finds teammate Alexis Vachon. The shot by Cardin is short. And it is still a 3-point game, 39-36.
And of course, if you had the big student crowds here, normal, they'd be yelling air ball the whole bit, you know.
North extending the pressure. She stepped over the line just like happened to Nashua North. So that turnover will go North's way. Reeder having trouble getting the ball in with the pressure.
We are seeing exactly what John Bourgeois has been talking about all season long.
North inbound play, great bounce pass by Cardin. The shot by Burgess doesn't go.
And this time you need a guard to inbound the ball. O'Donnell.
Karina O'Donnell, the star of this fourth quarter for South, who's going to dribble the ball down court, trying to add to South's 3-point lead with exactly 2.5 minutes to go. DeRusha holding it on her hip, now driving to the right, got fouled by somebody.
Good strong move to the hoop there by DeRusha, and she'll head to the line. We'll check on the foul for you.
And this is a rarity for South to go to the line. They haven't gone to the line much in the second half at all.
Well, that's Natalie Burgess. The foul is on her, and that they're going to say that is.
How many?
He held up his hand, signifying
Natalie wants
5.
to know. She doesn't know. Isabella.
Yeah, they're going to say, I believe that's 5. And a nice round of applause as Burgess played very well today. I think that closes the book on her.
Yeah, she
finished with 9 points here.
For North. That's a big loss. DeRusha hits her free throw. 4-point lead. It gets to that magical 40-point mark that Tom talked about. And indeed, things don't look that good at the moment for North, losing Burgess and going down by 5.
Those are big.
41-36.
Huge free throws there.
Timeout. Is that Coach Dutilli again?
Yeah, I believe Coach Dutilli going to take timeout and talk about this final 2 minutes and 19 seconds, what they want to get here for a look offensively. Obviously, with Burgess on the bench, they lose that power threat down low.
And that may allow South to be more apt to come out on the perimeter and challenge long-range shots. If I'm North, I want the ball in the hands of the freshman. She's the other best. She's their best player out there right now.
Walker is a good player.
Their best player. I give her the ball along the baseline and let her drive it.
She also has the ability to find the open teammate while driving to the hoop. So
sounds like a plan. 2:19 to go.
I want either Walker or Mazarol with the ball. I want the senior who's got the experience or the freshman who's got the ability, the basketball ability.
And here she is, Aiden Walker, the freshman. Out top it goes. Isabella DiVerneri is out there. Walker will shoot it, and it's off to the right. Rebound South. What do we have?
Should be a foul over the back.
Going to be an over the back call, and it's going to go against McInerney, I believe.
No, wait a minute.
Will she shoot 3? The shooter was fouled, Tom.
Wow.
Aiden Walker was fouled, Jason.
Okay, my mistake.
And I'll tell you what, that was a late whistle if it was on the defender covering the shooter.
Yes. It must have been a slap on the arm, I think, on the follow-through or something, but this is a big 3 three free throws here.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, for Aiden Walker.
3 frees, and now it's only 2 frees.
Yes. Oh. And it's the deep freeze.
Gillis will check back in, give Lowell a break.
So Aiden probably hasn't missed 2 free throws in practice in ages.
Well, she's got a nice shot.
Misses
all 3.
And the rebound, and it doesn't go.
Yeah,
Working hard to get that, Isabella DiVerneri, but
Yeah,
nothing
boy,
to
if
show
you're
for
South, you can't allow that.
it.
Cannot allow an offensive rebound on a free throw. So now here, let's go. Gillis with the ball. Let's see how they can do it. Nope. Again,
drop,
more turnovers down.
Aiden Walker got fouled as she's tried to put the brakes on sideline.
And again, this is what John Bourgeois has talked about. They have not been able to take care of the ball late in games, and this is an example of it.
Yep.
They're going to send Walker
The
back to the
clock
line.
is their friend, Tom.
Yep.
If they could just, control it for a while and get a good look at the basket. Free throw is good. It is a 4-point game.
And I believe that South is now in the 10 foul territory, right? Then it would be 2 shots automatically.
2 shots.
Yep.
Aiden's second free throw is good.
Yep, makes them both.
So she missed 3, now makes 2, and then again the same mistake. Stepping in the court when you want to inbound it. Vanessa Reeder just lost her balance momentarily, and it cost her the ball. North, Aiden Walker in rhythm from the corner.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope she's okay. That was Morgan Gillis hitting the deck. I think she slipped.
I think she's all right. She's
okay.
She's still in there. Yeah,
she's back on her feet.
Marking up.
That was a big call, guys. That ball went off. DeRusha had it stripped from her, and it nicked her hand.
Walker for 3. Hits
it.
We got a tie ball game, boys.
There you go, Tom. Best player. We're tied at 41. Timeout.
Woo! Boy.
Timeout South. Wow.
And Walker has 11 points here in the 4th quarter, John.
Wow,
My, oh my.
And I also might add.
She was it.
You did.
She's
you
the
want
kid.
Aiden Walker, the freshman,
She
to
is
take over.
a talented player and somebody that they can, hopefully they get her for 3 more years.
And the big play there was, as you talked about, that turnover that gave her 2 bites of the apple here in the corner.
DeRusha was right there, had the ball. She was getting the ball, and it was knocked from behind. And I think it may have grazed her finger, and the ref caught it
on the way out.
On the way out, and
big call.
It. DeRusha didn't realize it. She thought that it was going to be her ball.
Well, the 2 teams have outperformed our expectations offensively, I think, at this point, 41-41.
Well, I'm also going to throw another stat at you. Nashua North, by my count, is 14 for 25 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Nashua South, 3 out of 4.
Oh, 4. I was going to say 5.
Yeah,
and I tell you what, I'd love to know what the 3-point percentage is in this game. I think it's gonna outdo some NBA games.
Nashua South. Again, who was there?
South has 10 3-pointers.
Who was their catalyst? Yeah, exactly. But who was their catalyst early in the game? Maisie Barker.
Yep.
She's got to attack the basket, but now you don't with 1:35 left. You're
home run pass there to DeRusha, but she's covered immediately by Mazarol. 1:30, 90 seconds left in this one. We're tied at 41.
There's a lot of basketball. There's a lot of basketball left here. But the fouls play a huge part now. North can afford the foul. South cannot.
I want the ball in the hands of Gillis or Barker in terms of ball handling.
The girls' basketball game, the first half of the doubleheader, as exciting as you get. The boys' game is still on tap. What's the call?
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Call's going to be a foul on North from behind. It's not going to be a shooting foul.
No, because it's only their 15th team foul, so you can afford to be a little bit reachy there. You can be aggressive.
Very aggressive.
So inbounding the ball will be Karina O'Donnell, owner of 3 3-point shots here in the 4th. Maisie Barker shifting to her left, looking for an opening. 1:05 to go. DeRusha up top, being blanketed by Mazarol. In the corner, holding it overhead, Vanessa Reeder finds DeRusha. 50 seconds, foul.
And that's okay.
That's all right. It's
That's
a 16
okay.
foul. They
That's
got one more
only
to
her
give.
second, I believe, from Azrael.
Right, so the next one will send South to the line.
Now you got to be careful.
Right.
Well, South, of course, with this extended possession, as you said,
Got to
Tom,
get the ball in
danger of a
Barker or
turnover.
Gillis's hands. They have to run this offense.
In danger of a turnover. They're just holding it a long time. Baseline.
Nice floater in the lane.
Oh, what a
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Wow, big call. Goes against South. The home team, North, has the chance to take a lead.
With 43.8 seconds left. Timeout?
Yeah.
Yep, timeout, North.
North led this game 1-0, folks. They have a chance to lead for only the second time.
Let me make another prediction. We're going to OT.
Oh, really?
I think we're
Tom
going
King
to OT.
loves extra basketball.
No, I don't.
Are we going to trade baskets or are we going to stay at 41?
That I can't predict.
No, you know what? There's going to be some free throws, so maybe they'll trade free throws and baskets, and
Maybe.
you'll be right. But
Great game. And you know,
Yeah.
I'll say this. Good for both of these teams. And if you're watching here on Nashua ETV or you are in attendance, you are seeing a great game by two evenly matched teams. Records don't matter at this point. It's all about pride in yourself and your team and your city. And kudos to both of these coaches and both of these teams for playing real good basketball out there tonight.
Well, they got somebody going. North got Walker
Yes.
going, okay?
Yes.
And what they also did was they got their defense going. They really limited South offensively in the second half, at least enough to, but they got Walker going, they got some points. They had 11 points at halftime. A
11 points at halftime.
30-point half.
wow.
They hadn't scored 30 in a zillion games for a game.
Exactly.
How many games?
A zillion.
A
A
zillion.
zillion? I know you've been around a long time,
Almost
but
as old as me.
wow.
Wow, 43 seconds, 0.8 seconds or maybe more left to go in this one, depending on what transpires here.
A lot of basketball left, fellas.
North will be inbounding it underneath their opponent's, underneath their own basket. Motita Rana is in the game to help beat the full court press. Grace Carden runs out of room, back to Motita, goes to her left. So North beats the full court press.
Yeah, they want somebody who can handle the basketball. That's why she's in the game.
Look how closely guarded Aiden Walker is. Morgan Gillis just sticking to her like
they're going
glue.
for the last shot here, I think.
Motita Rana with the lane, no good. Trying to rescue it. What a play. Isabella
hustle.
DiVernini, wow, what a play. Came out across
Last
the court
shot,
like a flash.
last shot coming up. Oh, no!
Oh, there's a foul, gentlemen.
Oh,
With
right.
6.5 seconds to go.
Grace Carden will go to the line.
Oh, my.
I think that was a Maisie Barker reaching, and Grace Carden was as shocked as anybody that she got sent to the line.
I want to throw this your way as well, guys. And I know this is maybe a bit of a reach, but Natalie Burgess comes out of the game, and she's been doing a lot of the ball handling, dribbling the ball up and down the floor. She comes out, but with Tita back in the lineup, she was able to help bring that ball up the floor.
She's in there for ball handling.
You
That's
lose
why.
a dribbler, but you gain a dribbler.
Right,
So
that's why she was in the game.
Grace Carden with a deep breath and a deep knee bend and a basket. Her biggest free throw of the season. Grace Carden, timeout by South.
1 point advantage for Nashua North with 6.5 seconds. No matter what happens here, South's going to have to go the distance. They don't get to take it out of half
No
court like
NBA.
you do in the NBA.
Right.
Boy, it's going to come down to the very end here.
Yeah, Coach Roby, Tom, you already got to be thinking about what are you going to do when you get the ball. Is it Maisie Barker driving to the basket and going all the way to
Either
the hoop?
her or O'Donnell.
Or O'Donnell.
I think you set a play up for Maisie Barker with a pick. It depends if
let me
there's
tell you,
pressure.
You don't have time for a play.
There will be.
6.5 seconds left. They don't have time.
They're going to
for
set Barker up on the side.
Yep.
They're going to bring her in. They're going to pick for her. She's going to get the ball, go up the right sideline, and throw one up.
Yep, that's it. But
that's the play.
They can't set up a play beyond a half-court line. Is what I mean.
No, you're going to have to dribble through it.
You dribble through it, right.
Does North still have a foul to give?
But here's the other thing.
They have 6 team fouls right now, so
Right,
a
no,
foul
you
will
foul
put
again.
them.
If she misses the free throw, you got to get the rebound if you're South.
So the question is, does Coach Dutillion, and we have our answer, put people in to go for the rebound and keep the ball alive, but not foul? Now he pulls them both
He
back.
pulls them all back.
Yeah.
So what I don't like
So
is this. I want the North players closer to the three-point line to contest any passes.
Pressure it, yeah.
Pressure to make them,
Right.
don't give them a free dribble up
Yeah.
the floor.
They're
And
in
you
the
are.
prevent defense,
Exactly.
so it's not going to be hard for North.
She missed the second,
Oh, and what
and they're
happens?
going to call
And
it.
they're gonna call
They're
a
going to call it on the
foul.
shooter.
Yes.
Grace Carden gets called for the push.
And
That is
now-
the 7th team foul.
And so really
And-
no time comes off the clock, and
Right.
South will shoot a free
And
throw.
Gillis has a
0.3.
chance to give them the lead.
Oh,
All she was trying to do was keep the ball alive, and
okay, prediction. She makes one of the two, and we go OT.
wow.
Let's see.
What a turn of events.
Oh,
It's
boy.
1-1 though. It's not
Is it?
two.
It is
It's
1-1. It's only the
Boy.
7th foul.
So she's got to hit the first. And
No.
she does
She
it.
missed. Ball is alive.
North
Rebound. Mazerow, they'll foul her.
3.8 seconds.
Whoa.
Listen, and the task just got tougher for
But that
South.
was the important thing. It was 1-1
Yeah.
and
Think
not
he
two.
needs the stress test now?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes.
Coach Dutilli's certainly going to need one.
Ah.
Tom King going to need an adult coloring book after this one, John Collins.
Yes. Oh, boy.
And I'm
What
sure,
a game, down to the wire here. 3.8 seconds to go.
and I believe it's 2, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Yes, this is
not,
two.
Not a 1-1.
Yep, it's two.
And the left
Air ball's
off to
the first.
right.
And if you notice, there's no one, there's
Well, again, I think
everybody's back.
Mazerow don't go chase this ball, but I, again, would probably
don't
like
go
to see.
chase it. Yeah.
There
Don't.
you go, down there. Look out. Who is that?
Nobody's guarding the
Maren
perimeter over
Lowell.
here. She
Gonna
makes
get the
one of
pass.
2. Here we go.
Maren Lowell.
Good pressure by
Maren
Mazerow.
Lowell.
They'll have to put it in and touch it quickly.
Darusha is going to have to shoot it. She puts it up. North wins it, 43-41. The only time they led, except 1-0, was at the end of the game.
A good look there at the buzzer, too, by Nashua South. This one went down to the wire. What a great high school basketball game. Wow.
Terrific. 43-41. Well, if that's any indication, the boys' game should be tremendous. For Coach Roby and Tom King, our cameraman Tim O'Neill, and my executive producer Pete Johnson here with us, we are streaming live on a Friday night, January 21 of 2022, and the second game of the boys' basketball game doubleheader is coming up here on Nashua ETV. Thank you for being with us.